I'm just gonna get settled in. Time to move on. Get on with my life. Yes, absolutely. Now, like I said, it was a long time ago. Let it go. Seriously. Definitely more my style than Panama, or Hoboken, I guess. No, if I'm honest, I just got kind of bored of boozing. I mean, once in a while, but not all the time. You're right, it wasn't doing me any favors. Maybe I'd lost my self-respect, but it's back. I'm excited, really. I really needed a new start. I think you're right. I think I am gonna like it here. Let it go. Seriously. Definitely more my style than Panama, or Hoboken, I guess. No, if I'm honest, I just got kind of bored of boozing. I mean, once in a while, but not. It certainly ain't New Jersey. It's my new life, just like you said. Listen, if you think I can still do a job, what have I got to lose? Apart from the weight. Very funny. Ha ha. Yes, that is a fake laugh, you jerk. So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death. And I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister. I'd arrived in Sao Paulo a few weeks before. I was working a protection detail for the kind of people who need protection in a town like this. And what kind of town was this? One where I didn't speak the language and they didn't water down their drinks. So for now, we seemed to get along just fine. Of course, that was about to change.
Hey, brother.
Hey.
How's the cocktail?
Scotch. I never mix my drinks.
Well, at least not on duty.
Something like that.
Man, that favela is big.
Yep. Nothing like the view of extreme poverty to make a penthouse cocktail party really swing.
I guess they call it trickle-down economics.
That's funny.
It's supposed to be a charity thing. Drink and give money. I don't know, something for the kids. Hey, listen, man. We better look lively. This place is a nightmare. They just got cowboys running security downstairs. Something rotten in the air.
That didn't mean much. There was always something rotten in the air. The family we were protecting were local celebrities, rich parasites with delusions of humanity. The kind of people who end up in glossy magazines or body bags, depending on how their luck runs. So where are they all? I see Rodrigo over there talking to that guy.
Yeah, I don't know him. That guy next to him, he's some kind of cop. I think, I'm not sure. Serious, though. Big-end cop, anti-gang sort of thing. I can't remember his name.
So who's this guy?
That guy's a plastic surgeon or some kind of surgeon. Tummy tucks and cock implants. Look at Marcel. Still dances like a fool.
Guess that's what a European education and a coke habit will do for Ricky Martin look-alike.
That's very funny, Max. Oh, excuse me.
I was mostly working for Rodrigo Branco, a local businessman. Built things, did some charity, had things named after him, won awards, owned things, people. One of the trophies he had won was his wife, Fabiana. She was hot and wanted to be dangerous. Some good genes trying to fight their way out of a cesspit. She'd married well and was now at leisure to regret her good fortune. They got along as well as any rich workaholic and his younger airhead wife tend to get along. They mostly ignored each other. She spent a lot of time with his cokehead younger brother, Marcello. He was a good-time guy if your idea of a good time was an expensive suit, a bottle of champagne, and nothing between the ears. The middle brother, Victor, had just walked in. He was a local politician. Guy was smoother than an oil slick on an iceberg and about as toxic. The rest of the crowd, I didn't know, but I could imagine the types. People who know if they drink enough, they won't have to feel guilty about their good fortune. Suddenly, things turned real ugly. Felt like our hangovers arrived right on cue.
Passos! What was that? I don't know what the fuck that was. Let's go.
Things had gone from fine to fucked up in about a second, and now there were two idiots at the wheel.
Clear. You got this floor?
Sure.
Look after yourself, bro. Stay safe.
It wasn't my own safety I was concerned about, trophy wife or not. I'd said I would protect the girl. I hoped I hadn't lost my edge, along with everything else. It was time to choose, a nasty fall or a bullet to the head. That was the boss lady, only this time she wasn't calling for more vodka in her Cosmo. This hangover might need some preventative medicine.
Don't be stupid! Don't be stupid! Let her go! Let her go! Come on!
It might have been stupidity or drunkenness, or maybe both. But before I knew it, I was back taking insane risks, trying to save fallen women.
Tranquila! Tranquila! Nós cuidamos disso.
Nice work! Hey, you need a hand?
No, you? Who the hell's Rodrigo?
I don't know, man. Thanks.
Somebody's gotta go find him.
Está tudo sob controle agora. Fica tranquilo.
I imagined the elevator doors opening to a firing squad of muzzles. As far as I could see it, the one thing my plan had going was that no one else would be stupid enough to pull this move.
Where is he?
They weren't waiting on my say-so. I had to move. It looked like they were taking him out through the basement. Maybe I still had a shot. Rodrigo was too rich a prize for them to throw away. Sure, I'd have to work hard to get him back, but I knew the bad guys would want the boss alive, almost as much as I did. The control box was on the wall to the left of the gate. Bronco was out the door, all bets were off. I had to keep moving. The great thing about being famous as well as rich is the bad guys know who to kidnap. Another parking lot rattling with gunfire. Was I too late?
It's gonna be over. Mr. Bronco!
Vai se fuder, seu filho da puta!
You're okay. You're okay. Yeah. Come on, get up. Come on, get up. You're okay. Come with me. Just come on. It's okay. Just right here. It's okay.
Ei, vocês aí! Que porra vocês estão fazendo? A justiça local?
Que porra você acha que é, falando com meus homens assim?
Você acha que tem o direito de matar as pessoas a sangue frio, Becker?
Cala a boca, cuzão! Continua dando multas. Não põe o nariz onde não é chamado. Vamos!
Me ajuda, cara.
Chama uma ambulância!
Me ajuda.
Fuck.
You did good, Max.
You say so. Don't look so good.
Hey, what could be better, huh? The good guys are reunited, and the Commando Sombra are dead.
I guess. So who's this guy?
I don't know. Some kind of cop. Different branch of the police. Not UFE, but normal cops. I don't know about this stuff, politics. Everywhere politics. Shit, Max, you look kind of beat up. Let's get this lot home, and then I'll get you home, too. Come on.
Back home, it was time for some R&R, the only way I knew how. And with that, I guess I was ready for bed. A couple of days later, it was back to work. Ferrying the boss's broad and his dipshit of a brother out for the night so they could recover from their brush with mortality. Then again, what did I expect? These were the kind of people who went to nightclubs in helicopters. Fabiana had brought her sister along, presumably so she could show off just how rich and empty her life was. And boy, was she about to learn the meaning of rich and empty.
Max! Max! I was speaking to you!
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was saying we get into a lot of scrapes, man.
Well, we're still here.
Hey!
Thanks to you, Max. I owe you my life.
Boom.
It wasn't just him, huh, baby?
Oh, yes, Marcel. I'm sure you did a lot to save everyone. You were probably worried about getting blood on your stash.
Very funny.
Thank you, Max. I don't know what I would do without my sister. sister.
Spend even more time doing something useful. You know she works in the favela. She's the good sister.
Oh, shut up. What did you hear, Faba? More bodies turned up, more people went missing. It's horrifying.
Did someone say Buzzq?
Hey.
I'm just kidding, but it is a cool town, man. Hey, here we are. Saúde!
Good luck.
I love this place. E aí, Zé Carioca, falou, brother. I love this view. It's a real chill place to hang, you know? Do a little business, have some fun. I need it too. I've been working far too hard. Like a whore during Fleechy Weeky, as my roommate used to say. You like that, Max?
That's pretty funny.
Oh, look, it's Alfonso.
Marcelo, Fabiana,
Oi.
it's been too long.
Você se lembra da minha irmã, Giovanna?
Claro que sim, Fabiana. I'm glad you are still with us. Come, I heard what happened. I've missed you. I would have called, but you know how it is. Didn't want it to bother you. Hey, Marcelo, I think I might have an interesting investment for your brother.
Well, call him up, homie.
I haven't seen him for a while. Last week was Fashion Week. My God, Egypt, but so beautiful. You know Anastasia?
Oh, yeah, I know, Anna.
Your table, nothing but the best.
Nothing but the second best. Why can't we sit over there, man?
I love you, but Claudio booked in advance.
Claudio! Fucking Claudio, he isn't even any good. If he were good, he'd be in Barcelona, Milan, he couldn't even make it in Germany. Now he comes back here and acts like fucking royalty.
I'll introduce you.
Nah, nem precisa. Just give me a bottle of champagne, eh?
This kind of place made me want to puke. I needed a real drink to deal with the electronic music and the robotic people.
Fucking monkey from a fucking slum. He acts cool with me.
What's that?
Nothing. Say, Max, you're a man of the world. What are you fucking doing, man?
About what?
What do you do about life?
Look at me, I'm standing in a nightclub, listening to music I can't stand. I'm 5,000 miles from home, I'm armed, and I'm drinking. You don't want to listen to advice from me, amigo.
Oh, Max, I love you, man. You're fucking real, you know? Oh, shit. People. Fuck them. People get me wrong. I think I love a wrong woman. Oh, excuse me. Fabio! Fabio! Ah, my nigga, how are you? What you been, Mo? What you been?
Thank God he had left. A minute more of his drivel and I would have to put a bullet in him myself. It soon turned out I wasn't the only one. hadn't seen it coming, but that was no surprise. It's hard to keep your eye on the ball through the bottom of a glass. I just hoped I could get to Fabiana and Giovanna in time. I knew if I didn't get to the girls soon, they'd be leaving this place. The doors had been chained shut. I didn't need my Portuguese for Beginners phrase book to work out what was going on. The guy making the noise was the boss. He was sending them around to cut me off from the other side. And sure enough, a few seconds later, I had some company on the dance floor. There had to be another way out through the VIP lounge. Rich fools love a private exit. It was your typical trendy hellhole, a playground for the overpreened and undernourished. Sushi and house music and vodka, a place you don't get through the door unless you're rich, beautiful, or, in this instance, it seemed, a heavily armed psychopath.
Sao Paulo's favorite bodyguard. How's it going, bro?
It's not good. Some guys took Giovanna and Fabiana.
What? Jesus, Max. Hey, I'm on my way.
No, stay in the chopper. We'll need a way out of here. I'll go find the girls.
Got it. They came out there. They went that way into the lounge. Go.
Get up. Can't stay here. I need you to lock this door behind me. Get everybody else out of here. Son of a bitch. They were still alive, at least. This crew was starting to look a lot like friends of the gatecrashers at last week's party. These guys had some real issues with the Broncos. They were back to finish the job. I figured it was time to start doing mine.
Entra, caralho!
Cala a boca, sua vadia!
Está ali! Cala a boca, sua puta!
They were headed for the helicopter pad. I had to get to the roof before Giovanna and Fabiana left on a one-way flight. I knew this was going to be a bad idea, but in the continued absence of any good ones, I decided to go with it. What a view. I guess my time in Sao Paulo wasn't quite the paid holiday in the sun I'd been promised. At least I was getting shot at by a middle-class psychopath. These guys weren't messing around. This place was like Baghdad with G-strings. A couple of more seconds and I'd have given some poor street cleaner a crappy start to his day. Now, I had a ride to catch.
Pull me up! Bob, and I want you down! That's all I said!
Come on, come on! Jesus, Max, I can't leave you alone for 5 minutes! What the hell happened in there?
They jumped us! Same guys from the party, I think. They grabbed the girls, and Marcelo, but he's here now.
Yeah, don't worry about me, homie. I'm just the guy paying you lots of money to protect me.
Yeah, what were you drinking?
Bet your ass I was. You try staying in there for 5 minutes sober. Oi, hola! Look, there they are! Quick, get after them!
Are you crazy? You can't just leave her! Max, you gotta do something! Come on! Get the rifle back there!
Damn it!
Now, Max! He's gonna shoot! Take him out, Max! Take him out now!
Stay on!
Don't worry, I see her!
Get us down there!
Right! I'm headed to the helipad! Shit!
Oh, look out! Max! 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 Max!
There was a goddamn army of these goons. Clearly, somebody wanted these girls bad. Or maybe they just assumed the Broncos security team consisted of more than a drunk American has-been and a Brazilian never-was who should have paid more attention in flying school. Either way, I needed to find Giovanna before they did.
Isso está ficando vergonhoso! Ela não vale a pena. Temos a mulher do branco. Foi por isso que viemos aqui.
The odds on Giovanna still being alive were getting worse by the second, and if Fabian...
really gather all this talent up, because these guys are talented, man. The ability to, I'm telling you, it's go ahead. The ability to correlate two completely unrelated events with like a
Bad
random
long if I'm finna go to your part.
That's talent to me. Like I just heard talent, bro. Yeah. And dude, I am watching genius here. Go ahead, you got the floor. I think they need some.
What did he say?
The ability to correlate two completely unrelated events with like a random number.
Again, these people are just so disingenuous. When did I put two random unrelated things together and pit them together with a unrelated number? Did you not just listen to any and you're gonna find out this guy was listening to the shit I said. He's another guy who makes himself like a fucking jackass when I get back on there.
You come out, that's how we
like,
hit y'all shit.
This guy
that's
said,
how y'all supposed to hit our shit.
Man,
you know?
The ability to put two. A bridge collapse.
One of these little
Fern Hollow
bridge
outside,
collapse
on 1/28. The number is already there. It's on 128.
At it. Back at it. We ain't on
Fern Hollow equals 128. Bridge collapse itself equals 128.
Preston. Hey, look, we just gonna terrorize the whole city.
Where's the arbitrariness that's taking place? Where am I being arbitrary? Where are these things random?
Fuck your ring camera.
It's a clear pattern.
Know what we do.
Fern Hollow is related to bridge collapse because the Fern Hollow is the name of the bridge that collapsed on 128.
You from my block?
They both equal 128 in gematria, and it happens on 1/28.
What you got on you?
But no, I just pulled a random number out of my ass.
Hey, check it out.
And again, it's not just the numbers.
Come out.
The same day that Joe Biden goes to talk about infrastructure in that same city, a bridge just so happens to collapse in that same exact city on the same exact day.
Oh, man.
You don't think these people are mocking you? Like, what? I mean, it's how do you even come to these conclusions? Like, I mean, it's just how you can't see who the disingenuous ones are, and niggas are like, "Where's the correlation? Where's the correlation? I don't understand what the correlation is." What, bro? If you can't, if you can't see what the correlations are, you're one of the ones that should have been swallowed. Your abortions. Jay, you think yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's literally the type of shit they were saying. They were like, you think just because two Bushes were presidents, that means something about 9/11 when there's 80? I mean, it's just like, what? The nigga was like, that's literally his response. He was like, but there's only so many fucking keys on the keyboard, bro. Like, I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Like, what? What does that have to do with anything? I just, it's like these people really think they have a real argument to this shit. I mean, it's just hilarious. See, they're laughing at me, not understanding I'm laughing at these dumbass niggas. This is entertainment for niggas that are actually fucking smart. These niggas are entertainment.
That's talent to me. Like, I just heard talent, bro. Yeah. And I am watching genius here. Go ahead, you got the floor. I think they need someone that has a mind that could. And
they just like saying whatever. Exactly.
Yeah, someone like you, man. Yeah, they need someone who could gather all this talent together and create something legendary.
Yeah, like the Cipher Wars or something. You know, like which cipher is the best cipher to you? Man, there's a lot of stuff with this, man. I could start a holy war if I wanted to with this.
Yeah, this is amazing, man. Look, you know, I'm just like you, CP. I think it's all. I'm not going to use the R word.
Gosh.
I think it's kind of it's BS, man. It's bullshit. You know,
it's bullshit.
And then
it is bullshit.
I think you guys don't know how bad you sound when you say, if you don't agree with me, it's because you have a low IQ.
Yeah, I saw that too. There were people that were waking up to. I saw that shit in the chat too. That's why I'm just like, I know, like the smart ones, they get it. If they they can get it. They can understand, okay, who's full of shit and who's not. Yeah.
Q, like, bro, y'all liking the 0.1% of people that actually believe this shit.
The 0.1% of people that actually believe this shit. There's nothing to believe, man. There's nothing to believe.
Thomas, you've been quiet, man. What's up? Let me bring everybody back.
Okay, I'll say something. I think the connections they're making is making me think about things. I don't believe it completely, but the connections they're making is making me think and ask questions. Are those related? I don't believe it completely.
What? What? Like, how is it even possible to like? All right, Zach. How is it even possible to like to be like? I don't understand. You know how to drive a car. You know how to use a phone. You know how to put food in your mouth. How is it even possible to steal? Just be that dumb. It's just amazing to me. Predict my nuts in your mouth, nigga. Go look at my community tab post and go look at who I said will win the fight between Mike Tyson and Paul. Guess who won the fight, nigga? Predict something. What did I just predict on Friday, nigga?
I'm starting to think and ask questions now.
You know, I will admit one thing. As quirky as this...
You can leave my chat now if you're going to keep typing bullshit. That was easy. Next. Okay, how about Donald Trump being president? How about Joe Biden being president? I don't even know why I'm responding to this nigga. I know he's a troll.
Group sound.
Yeah, they do have some reasoning. They do have some...
There is some things that make you...
Yeah, it's like, I'm glad to be 0.1 of the world's population. I don't want to be like the rest of these dumbass niggas. That's why democracy is not a good thing. It's pretty fucking terrible when you realize how retarded most people are.
Do think and wonder. But one thing I've always noticed,
They do make you think and wonder. I'm like, bro, dude, shut up, man. This is really bad, bro. This is really bad. This is terrible. They do make you think and wonder. And then what was her name? Moxie, I think. Yeah, Moxie. Come over here to the light. Hopefully, I feel like you're smart enough to see who the genuine ones are and who the genuine ones aren't. I feel like you should have been smart enough to get it. You seem like a very logical person. If you watch this, if you watch my channel.
Hear me out for a minute, Nick Tao. I'm a little bit older than you.
Yeah, I get that, Lone Wolf, but the problem is when niggas just start spamming retarded shit in the chat, I got to get them out of here because now they're just bloating up the chat. I can't even focus on the comments from actual people because these niggas just spamming away, and it's like, what the fuck? I can't even read what other people are saying because all I see is just message after message being spammed.
And you too, Thomas, and you, Jay. There were movies that I did watch as a kid, and I swear to God, I watched the movie 20 years later.
Bruh.
And it was almost like the scene was different, or it was something said that wasn't said that I knew it was said, like the Mandela effect. So I don't know, man. Maybe something is being tweaked at that Hadron Collider. Maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe they are tweaking with the, some wormholes.
It was CT. I'll say it like this. If there is some ancient secret cabal of people that are pulling the strings, the last group of people I think that would figure this all out is some random dudes on YouTube that are just saying 40.
Again, just like what? The last people that would figure this stuff out would just be some random dudes on the internet. It's like, what is that even supposed to mean? Like, what is that an argument for? God, I don't know who was worse, this nigga or the other dumbass nigga talking shit.
42 and like
he can't even recite what I said.
Bro, you sound fucking retarded right now. Like, I'm sorry, but you just sound really fucking.
Jay, real quick, did Kobe Bryant die and come back as
No, those are the other group of people. This is what I'm saying when I say there are other decoders who make the work look bad. The nigga is not like, as far as I know, Kobe Bryant's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a chance to affect his death, but I can't prove that. I'm only speaking certain patterns, the same patterns that keep taking place to show you that there are rituals being done and shit like that. No, the Earth isn't flat. See, I already knew somebody was gonna ask me that.
But like NASA, when you describe it, it means if you decipher NASA in Hebrew, it means deceive. So isn't there like correlation there?
How do you know it means deceive in Hebrew?
You type it in Google, that's why.
What? What did you say?
Wait, don't you believe that 9/11 was an inside job? So don't you think NASA would be fake?
Don't you believe that 9/11 was an inside job? Dog, didn't I just fucking prove that it was? I mean, it's just like, it's like, what? I mean, just the how smooth these niggas' brains are.
But again, you can't, NASA, that doesn't mean that NASA,
part of the government, they spent billions of dollars on that.
Yeah, but again, NASA didn't come up with the Earth being round. Why are niggas this stupid? Just because I know that NASA is part of this shit doesn't mean that the Earth has to be flat. NASA didn't come out and say the Earth was round. Our ancestors knew the Earth was round long before the Catholic Church or NASA even existed. The fuck are these niggas talking about? Did you do any research about the ancient Greeks, the geocentric model that came before the heliocentric model? Yeah, it was wrong because it said that Earth was the center of the universe, but it still had the model of a round Earth. People don't know anything. Aristotle, he was the first person to present proof of the Earth being round, all the way back during the time of the ancient Greeks. It's like, what's wrong with these niggas? Well, you think that the government is what is this, and that's part of the government, so that must mean the Earth is flat. No. How do you make a leap in logic that, like, what? Like what? Like that's such an illogical leap in logic. I can acknowledge that a group of people are doing something that they should have been doing, but that doesn't mean that everything that comes out of their mouth has to necessarily be false. That's never going to be the case most times. Again, what a lot of people do is that they mix truth in with lies. So there are going to be things that do happen to be true. Hey, what do these people not understand?
That doesn't mean that everything that NASA says will be fake, though. But I do believe that, yes, there is corruption at that level. I do think too much of our taxpayer, too much money goes into NASA that can be put towards other things. But again, just because I might not trust NASA or I might not trust these other, that doesn't mean that I can't believe that the Earth is round, because people figured out the Earth is round long before the existence of NASA or the Catholic Church or any of this shit. And it just mathematically makes sense for the Earth to be round.
Real quick, Bob, with the $5 super chat. What are the different sects of gematria? Give me the names. Go ahead, Jay.
So I'm a piggyback off of what you were just saying.
I didn't even get the chance to explain what the fucking 4-base ciphers were because niggas was already just talking shit again once I tried to fucking keep talking.
Important point. The niggas who be making videos saying this person is a clone of that person.
It's no point.
Just start being completely illogical, putting the two things together that don't have any logical relationship with each other already. We do not claim these niggas. I already said we don't claim Conscious X. We don't claim Karmic Info. No logical decoder claims that nigga. So do not try to use that person's work as a representation of what I'm doing or what Zach is doing, because the people that decode like I do, we don't make illogical connections like that. And I know there was some other dude came here talking shit. I think it was the Nixal nigga. He was just like, oh, you can just take two unrelated things and then put them together with a random number. That is not what I did. Any of the examples of what I did. When did I do that? Explain how I did it.
You said bridge in New Zealand.
You're not even listening to it.
A bridge in New Zealand or some shit. These niggas don't even listen to anything.
The fuck I'm saying, nigga. That's what the fuck I have a problem with you.
Bro, let him say it, bro.
emotional to like speak on
Nigga,
this.
I don't like fucking retarded niggas talking for no reason. I don't like stupid ass niggas talking that don't listen. Y'all niggas don't listen, and y'all calling me the crazy one.
doesn't care about the truth. He
No,
just
I'm not calling you crazy. I'm calling you retarded.
Where your daddy at? Nigga, I didn't say no bridge New Zealand, nigga.
Nigga, I'll fuck your mama and nut in her fucking mouth and be your goddamn daddy. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
That's why we fuck, cause y'all niggas just retarded.
Oh, sorry.
Intel, you was right. He could definitely do more things productive with his time.
Nigga.
So these niggas, just like what Zach was saying, these niggas sit in the fucking stream and don't even show their face for hours. Just laughing at people and laughing at information. But I'm the nigga who could do better, who could spend my time better.
So telling me what's more productive than trying to get people to stop wasting time.
Literally,
trying to get people to stop getting involved in the bullshit that's already like.
Don't you have to have a regular job that have like
y'all niggas ain't trying to do
money to like do sports?
Niggas not even listening. I can tell you not listening, nigga. You talking about a bridge? Nigga, you talking about a bridge slap New Zealand? I didn't say nothing about that. That's why niggas like you need to just shut the fuck up, nigga. Nigga, a lesson from God.
You need to go to bed, nigga.
You read the Bible, right? You read the Bible, right? You a Christian, right? Okay, so take this lesson from God, bitch ass nigga. You got one mouth, two eyes, two ears. Act like it, motherfucker.
This nigga is stupid. This nigga is dumb as a motherfucker.
Going to the MGTOW, nigga. Going to the MGTOW, nigga.
You guys.
Going to the MGTOW, nigga. You said that I said a bridge slap.
That's why he yelling.
What I'm saying. I said a Fern Hollow. I said the bridge. I said the Fern Hollow bridge collapse on 1/28 on January 28th. The day written 1/28 in the U.S. And I showed how the name of the bridge.
If it fell on the day.
Listen to these fucking retards, man. Man, if it fell on that day, it just fell on that day, man. I mean, it's just like you. There's no point. Just abort. This is why I'm pro-choice. 100%. I'm pro-choice. 100% man. I'm pro-choice. I'm pro-choice for sure. Swallow these motherfuckers or abort them. We don't need these niggas here. They're just gonna hold us back and keep us from doing what needs to be fucking done. I don't like getting fucked up my ass. I don't like sick jokes being played on me. Y'all want to keep acknowledge. Y'all want to keep it's just a coincidence, man. It fell on that day, man, because it fell on that day. How many of our taxpayer dollars? How many more of our taxpayer dollars had to get fucking pulled out of our fucking paychecks to compensate for a bridge that they purposely took down as part of a fucking numeric ritual? And I just proved that it was a numeric ritual, nigga. Again, you know how to calculate statistics. You so smart, nigga. Calculate statistics, nigga. Calculate the statistics. Calculate statistics, nigga. I can't even pronounce that word right, but you know what I'm saying. Statistics. Calculate the statistical probability of that. You will see that it's in the point O's, dumbass. You can calculate the statistical probability of everything that I'm saying and see that these are statistically improbable, quote unquote, coincidences. So I am on the logical side here. You are on the illogical side here. You are on the brain dead side. You are on the fucking retard side. That's what you're on. You're on that willfully ignorant side that wants to keep believing in bullshit and hating on real information. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas? And he's not even listening. The nigga's like, that, bro. I asked this nigga, okay, so how did I bring two things that were unrelated to each other with a random number? Explain how I did that. Explain one example of me doing that the entire time I've been talking. This nigga talking about some, you said a fucking bridge collapsed in New Zealand or some shit. One more time. Abort. Abort, bitches. Abort. That's all y'all got to do. Just abort. Or swallow. I already told y'all what to do. Swallow or abort. Niggas not even fucking listening. You can't even recite what I said. But you automatically talking down and talking down on me. That's what these people are. They're not even listening to what I'm saying. They already have it made up in their minds that they wasn't gonna listen to what I'm saying. That's why he said that shit. This nigga's minds is already made up. They not no real truth seekers. They don't give a fuck about anything. Why are you even making this panel? You said a bridge collapsed in New Zealand or some shit. Nigga literally was not listening. Literally. He wasn't even listening. What? A bridge collapsed in New Zealand? Like, what the fuck? I mean, it's like, what are you talking about, bro? It's just, they not even listening.
The bridge. Nigga, you not listening to what I'm saying. It failed. Because you ain't talking about nothing.
That's because you ain't talking about nothing.
A bridge collapse.
Hang tight, guys. I gotta get some order.
After that, I left. It wasn't no, because I realized there wasn't no point in me staying on the stream. I left after that because it's not gonna be productive. The only thing that needs to happen is for these niggas to get smack the fuck up. I'm smack the fucking mug out this nigga out this nigga hand. Smack this nigga upside his goddamn head. Smack that nigga mug out his mouth. Oh, you said you, and again, these niggas gonna try to frame me as you too emotional. Nah, don't do that. I wasn't being emotional. I'm fed up because I'm talking to a bunch of fucking retards. That's why I spazzed out. Cause I have been nothing but respectful. And y'all niggas keep disrespecting me, trying me by not you're disrespecting me by not listening to anything that I'm saying and not caring you don't listen to what I'm saying, and then you respond by not even being able to recite what I'm saying. So it just shows that you have a clear disregard for what it is that I'm saying, because you just immediately blow it off. And then when I ask you to explain why it doesn't make any sense, you can't even recite anything that I said correctly. You're all over the fucking place. You said I said a bridge collapsed in New Zealand. When did I say that? And then you're like, or some shit at the end. I'm like, you not even listening to what I'm saying. That's disrespectful. And when you keep doing that shit to somebody, eventually they are gonna snap. But again, they're not gonna see when I got on here, and I was again cordial, held my own. This nigga calling me emotional.
Perhaps? Yep, I guess not.
Head and get you a
His answer to that is no.
Well, you're short too.
I am average, thank you.
And I'm okay with average. Sometimes I'm bigger, sometimes I'm smaller. It just happens.
And there you have it. There's my rating. Online personality compared to in-person IRL personality. I got 100 out of 10. And then IRL personality 3,000 to 10.
Fuck, are you taller than me? Holy short forking. Graves, how tall are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Like almost 6'4", probably 6'4". I can't ever remember.
All right, I want to see Graves standing next to Forkin.
You're literally like double her size.
Yep. You are a foot taller than her.
Who, me?
Yes.
Mm.
Even Regin's like, Jesus, I didn't think you were that tall. And I'm like, I told you I was tall. But not fucking Graves, fucking Bigfoot tall.
I was the tallest in my...
But you'd still be smaller than Brandon, because Brandon's 6'7".
I remember being like the tallest in my school till like
Dude, how
junior
fucking
year.
tall are you, Cuddly?
Jesus, what are you, 4'1"? Like, what
You
are you?
Do you wear a child size 7?
Yeah, what the hell, bro?
Honestly, might just like.
Nah, the gamble is 20% on that feature right there, but it never does it. My current odds are 3 out of 29, I think. So I try to avoid it.
I only kind of in the groove of it, so the ability of seeing and they go out there, they get skin cancers, they get too much sun.
Yeah,
Think about it. The sun kills you.
Getting killed by the sun. Getting killed by the sun is crazy.
The sun can heal.
Name what you got in the pot.
shit, tired of that bro shit. Rich out the cool shit, tired of that bro shit. Only good Rich off that cold shit, got tired of that broke shit. Only big ain't never kill nothing. Fuck a cousin, I could get him put up and don't feel nothing. Never break the bond, go against the family on my mother. We related, we done spill blood with each other. That's my brother. Really suffer, really grew up in the gutter, made us tougher. Every nigga went against us, got it bad like Usher. I don't feel nothing. All this shit I've been through made me numb. Red rum, blitz some niggas block back when some were young. Niggas dumb, for you get the loaf, appreciate the crumb. I can shoot it out with a whole block, I got my drum. They know I ain't got no feelings. We the blame for all the killings. Only son the villain. All my niggas. In my body, I'm the side, we gon' catch on. I'm gon' slide for my niggas. I gotta put blood happy they gang. You can't see my niggas without me. Diamond picky ring, I'ma put it in your shot. That bitch in my man, I'ma fuck it for one. A GB is 6 with none, I do not run no top, man. But I'm the top, man. I got hella glam, that bitch know just who I am. I'ma fuck that push that bitch and put that shit on film.
I'm like, if it's already out there, it's already out there. I didn't know that, oh, you the police, nigga. I didn't know that that could have came behind it. I'm just looking at everybody else, and then I turn the kids. Reach you know. I stream with it did for 2.
Try and realize that the same people who are selling you fucking whey protein, they're the ones who want to buy creatine. The way I'm asking you to eat, you're not going to need any creatine. When you're eating all these bagels and porridge and all that shit, that's when you need creatine, because your body is instructed to store the energy from those foods for a rainy day. That's why you get tired. That's why you need the creatine. The way I'm asking you to eat, you find out all the energy from the food that you eat will be released for you to use as ATP.
So as usual, that's not how it works. I mean, I agree that basing your diet around minimally processed whole foods is ideal for overall health and performance. That's pretty much the only relevant piece of advice Eddie gives, even though everyone and their dog already knows that. But that's still not going to somehow replace the unique benefits that creatine supplementation provides unless you're planning to eat kilograms worth of meat every day to reach an amount that would achieve full saturation of the muscles. We have endless studies going back decades now showing the positive effects of creatine on strength, lean body mass, cognitive health as well. It's safe, it's relatively inexpensive. No, it's not some kind of magical game changer that you need for results, but if you want to maximize your gains and get the best results possible, then there's no good reason not to take it.
Try and realize that the same people who are selling you fucking whey protein, they're the ones who want to buy creatine. Whey, I'm asking you to eat, you're not going to need any creatine. When you're eating all this bagels and porridge and all that shit, that's when you need creatine because your body is instructed to store the energy from those foods for a rainy day. That's why you get tired. That's why you need the creatine. The way I'm asking you to eat, you find out all the energy from the food that you eat will be released for you to use as ATP.
So as usual, that's not how it works. I mean, I agree that basing your diet around minimally processed whole foods is ideal for overall health and performance. That's pretty much the only relevant piece of advice Eddie gives, even though everyone and their dog already knows that. But that's still not going to somehow replace the unique benefits that creatine supplementation provides unless you're planning to eat kilograms worth of meat every day to reach an amount that would achieve full saturation of the muscles. We have endless studies going back decades now showing the positive effects of creatine on strength, lean body mass, cognitive health as well. It's safe, it's relatively inexpensive. No, it's not some kind of magical game changer that you need for results, but if you want to maximize your gains and get the best results possible, then there's no good reason not to take it.
Try and realize that the same people who are selling you fucking whey protein, they're the ones who want to buy creatine. Whey, I'm asking you to eat, you're not going to need any creatine. When you're eating all this bagels and porridge and all that shit, that's when you need creatine because your body is instructed to store the energy from those foods.
Sup bros, so you're out in the wilderness, but by dang it you've lost your compass. What are you gonna do? Well I tell you friends, the shadow stick method could save your ass. You'll need one straight stick, about 5 feet long, as straight as possible, and 3 smaller sticks, about 1 foot long. Place your long stick securely into the ground in a wide open area that gets plenty of sun. Ideally, the terrain should be as smooth as possible, as any bumps or inclines on the terrain will distort the shadow. Once your long stick is snugly in the ground, place a smaller stick at the tip of the shadow the long stick casts. Maneuver it so the shadow from the small stick is in line with the shadow cast by the larger stick. Never said stick so much in 30 seconds. The first small stick that we place in, we shall label as west. Why do we label this first stick as west? Method could save your ass. You'll need one straight stick, about 5 feet long, as straight as possible, and 3 smaller sticks, about 1 foot long. Place your long stick securely into the ground in a wide open area that gets plenty of sun. Ideally, the terrain should be as smooth as possible, as any bumps or inclines on the terrain will distort the shadow. Once your long stick is snugly in the ground, place a smaller stick at the tip of the shadow the long stick casts. Maneuver it so the shadow from the small stick is in line with the shadow cast by the larger stick. Never said stick so much in 30 seconds. The first small stick that we place in, we shall label as west. Why do we label this first stick as west? I'll try and explain it with this high-end, high-quality animation. Nah, it's terrible. I'm sorry in advance, but I did do my best. As the sun moves east to west across the sky, the shadow it creates moves west to east. We label this first stick as west because we use that as the starting point to track the shadow's movement east. Simple, right? Anyway, now the fun part. After the first stick's in, you'll need to wait 10 to 15 minutes to allow the shadow to move a few inches. During the meantime, amuse yourself. Sharpen them sticks up, eat some blackberries. After 10-15 minutes are up, you'll notice that the shadow has moved significantly away from the starting point. Place another stick at the tip of the new shadow. Now all you need to do is repeat this process one more time. Wait 10 to 15 minutes, then whack the third stick in. You'll clearly see it's heading in a specific direction. This direction is east. Once you have 3 sticks in the ground, it's time for the grand finale. Grab a straight stick as straight as possible and lay it parallel to the 3 sticks. This stick creates your west to east line, and from that we can determine north and south. Just to confirm it's legit, I'll lay my compass down and see if it's accurate. Boom, it's pretty accurate. North, south, east, west. Done. And that's how you find north using sticks and shadows. A nifty little trick to have under your
I love technology and all the benefits it provides as much as anyone. Military and first
new technology that allows them to snoop on us in our homes from more than 100 yards away. In fact, if you wait around till the end of this video, I'll share with you the countermeasure that can be used to avoid being compromised by this police technology. So how does all of this work? Well, the name of the instrument is known as Zaver. Zaver is an instrument that can be set up, and it looks very much like photography equipment set up on a tripod that can be put up and taken down in just a few seconds. It also comes with a handheld option as well. Once set up, Zaver allows cops to see through walls from a distance as far away as a football field. Imagine cops pulling up to a house. But when I say pulling up a full football field away from that house. They set up this equipment, and as they do so, they're able to see from over 100 yards away who is in the house, how many people are in the house, the proximity of each person to one another, and exactly the direction each person may be walking. In fact, it's so precise, this type of device can actually detect micro movements of live objects in order to determine what's actually happening in real time behind the wall. For example, let's say somebody's grabbing something in their pocket, and as they grab into their pocket, they're looking to pull it out. This device would allow police to actually be able to see this individual grabbing something in their pocket and pulling it out in order to hand it to someone. So how are the cops able to control this very powerful technology? This technology comes with a tablet that is actually tied into artificial intelligence, so that as the police are watching someone behind the walls, AI is actually providing interpretive data so that the police can draw conclusions from what's going on behind that wall, and then it can actually record in real time what is taking place and take still photos so that this information could be used as evidence. You say, why was it set up this way? Because this technology in many ways was specifically designed for law enforcement, and there were mechanisms built into the technology that would allow police to be able to record and create still high quality photos while they're doing their criminal investigations. Now, we have actually seen technology similar to this, but not as advanced, known as Range R. Although courts have not ruled on the use of Zaver without a warrant, we have seen Range R technology, which is a much less impressive type of technology that has been used by police for similar type of criminal investigations. Range R has been used as recently as 2015, and it's used by police to determine if human life is inside a building. The main difference between Range R technology and Zaver is that Range R technology requires the police to hold the device up against the wall to send radar signals through the wall to see if there's human life on the other side. Now with Zaver, you don't have to be up against the wall. You could be as far away as 100 yards and still detect micro movements and life behind the wall. Here's the problem. As I mentioned in my recent video about cell site simulators being used by police to invade your privacy, this technology is often used by the police for years without any checks and balances. And the MO, the modus operandi of the police, is to continue to use this technology until the courts find out about it. This is exactly what happened with Range R technology. For years, we know at least 50 police agencies were using Range R technology to detect if someone was on the other side of a wall in a building, but no one knew that it was being used until a police officer was placed on a witness stand and vigorously cross-examined by a defense attorney during a suppression hearing in a Denver courtroom. In that case, the police officer admitted that the Range R device was, quote, a handheld Doppler device that picks up breathing and movement within a house. In that case, the police were trying to catch a man who had allegedly violated his parole. We have since learned that the FBI and the Marshal Service have been using this exact technology for years with little to no disclosure or public notice, and certainly not informing the courts they're using this technology during their criminal investigations. So think about this. We have learned that the FBI and the Marshal Service had been using Range R technology since at least 2012, but the courts didn't learn about its existence until 2015. So the real question here is the use of these technologies legal? Unfortunately, the United States Supreme Court has not ruled on police use of either of these technologies, but they did rule on a similar issue back in 2001 in the case known as Kylo versus the United States. In Kylo versus US, the United States Supreme Court ruled that the Constitution bars the police from being able to scan the outside of a home with a thermal imaging device unless they have a warrant. And an interesting footnote, the court actually mentioned that the use of radar technology devices similar to Range R technology could apply to this ruling as well. Even more specifically, in 2013, the Supreme Court ruled that they further limited police officers' ability to search the immediate area outside of your home through the use of a drug dog sniff. The reasoning behind this was articulated very well by Justice Scalia when he said this: the core of the Fourth Amendment is the right of a man to retreat into his own home and there be free from unreasonable government intrusion. So let's be frank. You would think, based upon the Kylo decision and the Florida versus Jardine decision, that the police would have gotten the message and stopped doing all this stuff, right? Nope. Why? Because police generally have qualified immunity for their their actions. And as a result of that, many agencies have shown a pattern in practice of only stopping illegal police activities if and when they get caught. For example, in the case of United States versus Denson, a fugitive hunting task force tracked a man by the name of Steve Denson. Now, this was headed up by the U.S. Marshal Service. They tracked this man to a Wichita home for allegedly violating his parole. Before the police forced his door open, it was exposed during testimony that Range R technology was used in order to confirm there was someone on the other side of the wall. The problem? The original officer who conducted the investigation was not transparent in his police report. In fact, the officer's original report said this, quote, "The officers developed reasonable suspicion that Denson was in the residence, but the officer never mentioned that they used Range R technology in order to determine that he was in the residence. After arresting Denson and charging him with illegally possessing 2 firearms that they found inside, it was learned that the agents did have an arrest warrant, but they did not have a search warrant. Even though Denson's lawyers tried to have the gun charge thrown out, eventually the 10th Circuit actually not only upheld the search, but also upheld his conviction. Why? Because parolees lose most of their 4th Amendment rights, and the court upheld the search on other grounds. The bigger problem is, how do courts not know about police officers using this technology? And another problem is, why do courts not hold police accountable when they intentionally omit the use of this type of technology, and then they learn that it was used as part of a search and an arrest? Agents had been using this technology for over 2 years, and no one knew about it. How many other people's rights were being violated by the feds and state and local agencies who were using this technology, all because no one ever dug further, no one ever contested the search, and maybe a lazy lawyer just took the police report as being the gospel truth. If you don't believe police are sometimes hiding the use of their technology during criminal investigations, check out this email from a Florida sergeant. In this email, this Florida sergeant was asking other officers from a different department to not reveal how they were obtaining evidence during an investigation by using a cell site simulator tool similar to the exact technology I spoke about a few weeks ago, known as Stingray technology. The email specifically said to only mention they obtained the evidence from a confidential source and not through the high-tech tool that they were using. Why? Because the police wanted to protect the identity of this technology so that courts would not learn about it so they could continue to use it unchecked. In fact, William Sorkus, a former supervisor of the Marshal Service, he said that his deputies are not supposed to hide or lie when it comes to the use of high-tech tools, but they are encouraged and told not to tell anyone that they're using this technology so that they can keep it somewhat secret for future criminal investigations. Now look, this technology is not all bad. In fact, when it's used appropriately, first responders can use it to much quicker find someone that may be in a building and they're in distress so that they can locate that body when they use them. By doing this, it will help ensure that this technology can be challenged in court and maybe now force the United States Supreme Court to rule whether the use of this technology is a 4th Amendment violation, so that way police cannot just continue to use new technology unchecked for years until they get caught. As long as the courts continue to enable law enforcement to use this technology for years without being checked, you can count on the fact that new advancements in technology will continue to be used to invade your privacy rights and potentially 4th Amendment violations. Now, if you remember, I told you at the beginning of the video that I would provide you a countermeasure that basically makes this technology completely worthless and useless. In other words, if the police tried to use this against you in your home and you used what I'm going to share with you, it would not work. These radar technology devices can penetrate almost any wall. In other words, cops can see through walls that are made of brick, stucco, plywood, sheetrock, or other types of wood. However, what they cannot penetrate are metal buildings. They cannot penetrate through walls lined with metal or lined with foil. Why? Because metal reflects all the energy from the device. As a result, this technology is completely ineffective with metal buildings or anything with metal lined within the walls. Now, what if instead of snooping on you through your walls, what if the cops want to hijack your phone and steal your data? Can they legally do this? Check out this next video where I break down how cops can hijack your phone and legally steal your data. And more importantly, anyone that they're using
for the biggest bros. All right, on timeout, Michi. He maybe didn't. Okay, dude, Michi, that's your last warning, dude. Are we gonna get anything here or what? No, I didn't bring the shower cap. No. Bro, like... Dude, I didn't do J-Mac. Okay, I did, bro, but... Dude, it was because of this technical